Hello and welcome back to my channel, and today's video is a really fun video. As you can see, I am in my dressing gown, all nice and cozy with my hot water bottle because it is very cold, and if it is very cold then that can only mean one thing: Christmas is coming! Woo! Christmas is coming, the goose is getting fat. Please put a penny in the old man's hat. Okay, Christmas is coming, and I thought I would bring you along to show you how I am making my presents this year. So I have quite a lot of people in mind that I like to get a Christmas present for each year, so I kind of tend to make one thing that I can give to lots of different people. So last year I made these like hot chocolate sets in piping bags, and then I decorated them to look like reindeers. I'll put a picture of that up here. And I basically did about like 20 of them and then gave them out to people. And this year I was looking for ideas on Pinterest, and I saw this picture, which I'll put up here, and I thought, well, that looks cool, maybe I could do some sort of take on that. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is, for each person I'm going to put a, not for each person, for each family, I mean, unless it's just one person, I'm going to do like a snow layer on the bottom, and then the amount of Christmas trees according to how many people are in the family. And I've already done some research. I tried looking up online on Amazon, but none of the trees were small enough to fit in the jars that I've ordered, so I'm gonna have to try and make my own trees. I'm gonna go out and see if I can collect any twigs this afternoon. So the first step is to show you the jars that I ordered. I got them off of Amazon, not off of Amazon, what am I on about? I ordered them online from Wilko's. So yes, the idea is I'm gonna fill up maybe like to the rim, fill it up with artificial snow or some sort of substitute, and then I'll put little Christmas trees inside, decorate them with some glitter, make it all colourful, and then put like their names somewhere. I haven't decided yet. Merry Christmas or something, I'm not sure. It's kind of, I'm experimenting as I go. So the first thing that I want to do is actually fill this up, not with glitter or snow or whatever I use, because I want a flat layer that I can stick my trees on so that they won't fall over. And so I'm thinking what I'm going to do is, I've started cutting out like a bunch of circles just with some cardboard, and then I'll stick like 4 of them together, and then it will create like a base. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next half an hour, whilst also eating my lunch. I mean, come on, I lifted the lid off and it's literally stuck to the circle. Just gotta cut out another 32 of them. Hi, so I'm like ducking down here. As you can see, I've cut out all the circles at the bottom. I did about like, I think almost 40 circles. And yes, I am wearing a hat indoors because I was wearing it out and I never got around to taking it off. And I've just realised I've been back for over an hour, so oops. But oh well, I've got my glue gun. Well, now it's heating up. Ready to do some circles. So that's now what the bottom looks like, with a perfect rim for my glass. Now to do that another 7 times. Right, so as you can see, I've done all 8 of my jars. Yeah, there is 8 there. I was miscounting for a second. They'll all eventually look like this. So I've literally, you can see the smiley face. I've literally just like put the top on. And now I can fill the bottom bit with snow. I'm so excited. Right, so I've changed my idea slightly. I've come to realise that this is the base. It's not very wide, and the jars aren't very wide themselves either, although I kind of wanted them this size anyway. It doesn't really make sense. I kind of imagine them bigger in my head, but I've realised that they're not going to be wide enough, because the top bit is wide, but what I didn't think about is actually it's narrower at the bottom. I didn't think about that. So instead of doing a tree for each person in the family, I think I'm just going to do one tree and then maybe like a little chair out of sticks and maybe a couple of presents. I don't know, but I'm just going to see how it goes. But I've got these this decorative shred from the works, so I'm going to glue some of the white stuff to each base for the snow. So that's my next project. Okay, so I've done a couple of layers and it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it kind of looks like snow right now, but there's quite a thick layer of glue underneath, which is what's making it white, because the shred itself is kind of, it looks white when it's all together, but it's actually really see-through. So I'm hoping that if I just leave this to dry overnight, it should be good to go. Have it. I've done them all 8 of them. They're all lined up. Hopefully they will dry by tomorrow morning. Will it focus? Yeah, because it's quite a thick layer of glue, so I'm hoping they'll all dry. If not, maybe in a couple of days. I don't really know. So the next stage of this project is to paint these a brown colour. Now, I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do with these, and I've kind of changed the design completely. I'm going to paint these brown to look like hay, and then I'm going to do Jesus in the manger. So, let's get on with painting. I'm also just kind of dabbing it, because if I just strake it over, it kind of loses the texture. So this is how it's turned out, the first one. I'm just using like acrylic paint, because I don't really know what kind of paint to use for this, and I just thought it's thick so it wouldn't slide off the plastic. But it looks pretty good. Da, 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 da. I've done them all. They look a bit like pancakes. But I just need to wait for them to dry. And then I've got somewhere a cardboard box that I'm going to make the mangers out of. because making them out of twigs, although it really looks cool, it was going to take me forever. And it's also snowed the last 2 days, so there's no way I could get any small enough twigs for it. And I have bought a bunch of tiny babies off of Amazon, which sounds very weird, and I'm sure whoever was packaging this up thought, what a creep, why are they ordering 50 tiny babies? But I couldn't find a cheap enough one that was less than 50, so I just had to buy 50. And my friend gave me some white cloth which she had spare, like scrap cloth from her collection, because she does a lot of sewing and stuff. So I've got my Jesus sorted. I've just opened this up. Look how weird that is, like a bunch of naked babies. But still, you know, it will all make sense in the end. So, as I'm waiting for those to dry, I just thought I would get ahead on another present. I'm making like a self-care hamper thing for my best friend. She is in recovery from an eating disorder at the moment, and you know, I wanted to get her something that maybe would help her relax a bit more and you know, de-stress, and it's good to do self-care and take care of yourself. So, well, they mean the same thing. So anyway, I'm just going to show you kind of what I got and put it in my basket ready to wrap up. So the first thing I went to pick up was a couple of face masks. Now, I absolutely hate face masks and any sort of like shower body thingy majigs. So not my cup of tea, but I know that she likes to do them, so I'm going to put them in. And I just got this like make your own hamper thing from Wilkinson's. I was going to use a shoebox, but I realised it was too small. So just going to like try and nicely put it in. What have we got next? We've got some nail polish and nail polish remover thingies in two very nice colours here. We've got a pink and like a baby blue, because I know she likes those colours. So the next thing I got was this really cool mindfulness book called Mindfulness Tokens, and each one has like something different. So this one says take yourself out for a meal. We've got take a social media break, which, as you know, can be so beneficial for your mental health. Declutter your home and clean your space. So it's all different things really, different self-care things. So the next thing I've got to put in is another book, and this time it is a word search book, because I know she loves to do word searches, and again, you know, it's all about reinforcing the idea that rest is good for you, and this is a really restful activity to do, and I think she'll have a lot of fun doing this. So that will go into. I got some tea light candles, just like a pack of 12 from Poundland. It's the smallest pack I could find. And then I found this really cute tea light holder from a charity shop, which is, you can kind of tell the shape of it. It's basically the shape of a flower. And then it's got like a hole in the middle. It's so cute. And that's something I always imagine when you're doing some self-care, is having a nice candle to light. So that can go in there too. And another thing that I got is some bath salts. Lavender and chamomile bath salts. Because I know she always says to me that she would love to have a bath, but she's too impatient to let the bath run. So I thought maybe this would make the bath seem more interesting. So I'll put that in there too. And the very last thing I have to put in my self-care hamper is probably the most important part of the self-care hamper, which is of course, a pair of very fluffy socks. Because you want to keep yourself warm when you're taking care of yourself. So these will go in there too. That doesn't look too shabby if I do say so myself. a self-care hamper fit for a queen. And I know she is going to love it. Now I've got to try and wrap it up. Oh, that looks great. Woo! I don't think I'm going to wrap this one because it's going to be a bit difficult. So that's another present down. Oh yeah. So I've got the tiny baby. And I've also got white cloth. So I'm going to like wrap it round. Something like that, I think. Kind of. And then I can put them in the mangers. So I've got a spare cardboard box from my work because it was only going to go in the recycling anyway. And I've attempted to make a little manger out of cardboard. I got my trusty hot glue gun that was, I think, a birthday present from my friend a couple years back, and oh, it is just so handy sometimes. So I'm going to make a bunch of these, stick them on the hay like that, and then put the, what's it called, the jar on top. And I might do a star and like glue it to the top of the jar, but I haven't decided yet. So onwards and upwards with these. Ta-da! How cute is that? It's like a baby in the manger. So cute. And I've repainted the new hay that I've glued on. Oops. And just dropped it as well. So cool. Now to make all the stars. So at the moment they're all kind of sitting upside down. And then there's like a couple over here. Waiting for the glue to dry, and then I'll turn them the right way up. Okay, so I added a last minute addition to these jars. I kind of added these suns on top just because I didn't like the fact that you could see the blob of glue on the glass, and this kind of hides it. And I thought, you know, considering the star is meant to be giving off light, I thought it kind of tied in with the fact that there was a giant sun on top and it was like a beam of light. And I don't think I am going to put any writing on the side of the glass. I think I'm just going to leave it as the Jesus in the manger and the star. So, oh, it's all coming together. I'm so excited. I finally finished them. Woohoo! Dun, 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 dun. The light's kind of glaring on it. But there you go. You can kind of see baby Jesus in the manger. On the hay. With a little star on top. So cool. Oh, now to wrap them all up and give them out, because tomorrow is Christmas Day. I'm hoping to see a few people at church tomorrow. But a couple of people have gone away for Christmas and I didn't get theirs done in time. So it will be like a nice surprise, because I've probably forgotten about it by the time they get back. So, woo! You can't actually see this right now, but I'm using one of the tiny Jesuses to prop my camera up so that I could get a decent angle. But I hope you all really enjoyed watching me make my Christmas presents this year. I always really enjoy making presents for people. I just think it's not about like the quantity of the gift or how big or how expensive it is, but the thought that goes into it. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more videos in the future, and ring the bell to receive notifications every time I upload a new video, and to see how many times I will tuck my hair behind my ear before it just comes out again 2 seconds later. Anyway, I don't know whether I'll see you before the next year, so I wish you all lots of love and health and happiness going into 2023. And I will see you next time.